Welcome to the series Georgian Folklore. I'm Gia Bagashvili, its author and your host. In this series, we explore the history of Georgia, its rich cultural traditions, and its unique polyphonic music. In today's episode, we look closely at the musical structure of Kartli Kahetian three-part songs. As Professor Grigol Chikwadze rightly noted, the richest part of Kartli Kahetian musical folklore is found in its three-part songs. These songs capture every facet of the working peasant's life, and they come in a remarkable variety of genres. Labor songs, travel songs, love songs, wedding songs, table songs, lyrical songs, heroic songs, humorous songs, dance songs, dirges, and more.
Charadaksa arigeb charigeb
According to Professor Grigol Chikwadze, Kartli-Kahetian songs can be divided into 4 main categories, based on their musical structure and the role each of the 3 voices plays. In the first category, the leading melodic line sits in the upper voice. In the second, the leading melodic line is carried by the second voice. In the third, the second voice, while not entirely free, is not bound to the first voice either, and often creates interesting melodic melismas of its own. And in the fourth category, the 2 upper voices alternate in taking the lead. In all 4 cases, the bani, the bass, performs a harmonic function and serves primarily as an anchoring point. The most musically expressive among these are the songs of the fourth category. First and foremost, the specimens of the table song genre. Their melodies are rich and deeply emotional, representing one of the most remarkable types of Georgian singing. They are performed with an air of solemnity and grandeur. 2 upper voices compete to demonstrate their mastery, developing the melodic line in elaborate ways, sometimes passing it from one part to the other as one falls silent, sometimes moving simultaneously. In the latter case, the singers compete with each other in vocal flexibility, filling the melody with rare melismas and creating a distinctive polyphonic texture. At the moment one vocal part falls silent and the other takes over, each singer is given room to improvise freely, which is what gives the song its heightened meaning and tension. As ethnomusicologists Tamar Meschi and Tamaz Gabisonia rightly observe, the relationship between the voices in these developed 3-part songs is varied and intricate. In certain sections, one soloist leads. In others, the initiative for developing the melody passes back and forth between the first and second soloists. In both cases, the chorus serves mainly as a harmonic background, though it also plays a significant expressive role, helping to shape and even organize the form of the song. This was Georgian folklore. To learn more, subscribe to our channel and welcome to Georgia.